What's up, guys? Yankee here, and I decided I'd bring you a little bit of my Dark Worlds. And as you can see, it was against wind-ups. When I started this, it took a long time for someone to accept me, and finally a 1400 did. And he has, only a little bit of experience. So from the beginning, I was expecting wind-ups. So I look at my hand and realize this actually could work pretty good for me. But because I wasn't 100% sure of wind-ups, but I was pretty sure, I was thinking, okay, let's go tour guide, and I don't want him to know that he's playing Dark Worlds. So I bring out the Sangan, and of course, after shuffling, I end up making the Zen mains. Make the Zen mains, set the skill drain, pass turn. And I immediately find out that I'm right about the wind-ups because it's instant fusion. He pays 1,000, brings out his fusion, then he special summons the Spell Striker and makes his Zen Matey. I don't skill drain his Zen Matey because I want him to actually end up tributing it, because I know the Hunter's coming. So he brings out the Hunter, tributes as a cost, like, you'd expect. And so after I skill drain, pay my 1,000, he asks if it's a cost, and I tell him yes. Yes, it is. Tributing is a cost, so he goes okay, and continues on with his way because he still hasn't normal summoned. So he plays another instant fusion because everybody likes to open all of the complete nuts. Plays his instant, and realizes that that's a bad idea, because he doesn't want to lose more life points at this point. So he just summons his Sangan, and then makes an Acid Golem because skill drain makes it good. And he beats over Zen mains, and all he does is pass turn. So I figure out really quickly, this Dark World Dealings is going to just ruin that Acid Golem. Play the Dealings, draw a card, discard that Gruffa, pop that Acid Golem. And the tour guide discarded is a moot point, nobody cares. So all I do is decide I want to show him that I have the beige. So I summon the beige, bounce the beige, summon Gruffa, swing. Then I set the Reckless Greed because, well, I figured it'd be cool. Then like a good player, he MSTs a skill drain. Meaning this Reckless Greed is very useful, because he proceeds to loot me, and anybody who's ever played wind-ups does not want to see this. It's just long and boring. That's what she said. So he plays that instant fusion now because he realizes that, oh, I could loop you the next turn. So he did. So makes another Zen Matey. I don't even bother shuffling my hand because all of my cards are going away. So I'm just kind of waiting here. Of course, the Rabbit brings back the Hunter. The Hunter tributes the Zen Matey, which discards, in this case, the card destruction. Then he makes the last one, because I was cool and made him use the first Zen Matey. Not sure why it takes him this long to think of it, but he goes for the third Zen Matey and does the exact same loop again. So here comes the last rat that he uses, at least. Rat brings back the Hunter, and Hunter gets rid of Zen Matey. Boom. Then he makes the Zen mains, crashes, he loses life points, but I end up losing my Gruffa. And I have no cards in hand, so normally this is the point where wind-ups begin to troll you. If I draw a card, it's Dark World, then I Reckless Greed like a champ. Top deck into the nuts, where I Foolish Burial the Gruffa and proceed to win game from there. Takes me a little bit, because I was thinking, Zerberus could be cute, but no, you just go Gruffa. And I think about, do I want to do the whole Gruffa play with Tour Guide? And thinking, well, if I don't do Gruffa, what can I make? And then realize right away, that's a Tempo on my extra. This is happening. This is happening real good. So, play it. He doesn't stop me. And at this point, it doesn't really matter, so I just bring out the brow because screw it. Make the tempo and don't even bother with anything because this game is just over. Because all he does is he knows that it's gone and beat over that ass, and his only play for the next turn is just to summon a monster. So, if you guys can like comment, rate, subscribe, tell me what you think, any suggestions, anything you liked or disliked, just tell me. Click an ad if you can, it would help me a lot. Thank you guys very much for watching, and just please have a good day watching wind-ups get their asses kicked.